Hi all, I'm Shefali Arora, AWS lead instructor. So from now onwards, I would be making few videos on the AWS services, and we are starting with the security services offered by AWS. I would be referring them as in white papers to show you an overview of these services, and then we would have a small demo on it. So today we are going to start with Amazon Guard Duty. It is a service that protects your AWS accounts with intelligent threat detection. It continuously monitors your AWS accounts, instances, maybe the serverless workloads, containers, and then your storage services and databases against the potential threats, right? And it does it through the machine learning algorithms, which basically detects those threats, and also, it utilizes the leading third parties. It mitigates the threats early by initiating automated responses, and then because of the initial detection, the quick remediation actions can be taken, right? You can utilize and check and work on this service. We have a 30 days free trial on AWS feature account, so please have a look on it. Let's see how it works. So it continuously monitors for the compromised accounts and what actually it analyzes. It's just a one click away. If you just have to enable the guard duty service on your AWS account, there is no need to deploy any additional softwares to use this. And then as you can see in the diagram as well here, we can analyze the S3 databases, container workloads, serverless, even EKS as well. And how it basically works is it actually analyzes the CloudTrail event logs, the CloudTrail management data logs, then CloudTrail S3 data events. Apart from that, it also analyzes the VPC flow logs, the DNS flow logs, and then and any compromised EC2 events, all that can be detected. So this is what it uses: the machine learning anomaly detection, malware scanning, and then integrated threat intelligence to identify and prioritize. And finally, based on the findings which is given to us by the Amazon Guard Duty, we can initiate any remediations like through the AWS Lambda as well. Any preventive measures we can take on for it. Use cases, of course, it improves the security, operation visibility. It assists analysts in investigation and automate remediation because of the findings that we receive here, and then identify files containing the malware. So like scanning EBS for files that might have any malware creating suspicious behavior that can be identified easily. Also, it detect and mitigate the threats. Okay, let's have a look onto the features page. So just checking on some key points for it. We can continuously monitor, as you can see here, for malicious activities and unauthorized behavior, and all these services which can be analyzed, that is EC2, container applications, Aurora databases, and then S3. It combines the machine learning algorithms, anomaly detection, network monitoring, and then malicious file discovery. All that can be combined. And this is really important to check how it does it by analyzing the AWS CloudTrail event logs, VPC flow logs, Amazon EKS audit, and then system logs. So this is really good even if you're preparing for any security specialty exam. Apart from that, we have another is like when we receive the findings from the guard duty, it it assigns a severity level, and based on severity level, actions can be automated. We can integrate it with AWS Security Hub, Amazon Event Bridge, AWS Lambda, and in step functions. So there is no additional cost. It is like, of course, when we use this service, we have a pricing for it, but there is no additional cost to upload or install any softwares. So no additional security softwares, as you can see here. Okay, if you check on the pricing, then they have given here, of course, 30 days is a free trial. Apart from that, like based on the region on which we are working, We can see here, like for the Cloud Trail management events, it's about $4 per 1 million events. And then we have the different pricings for the VPC flow logs and the DNS query logs. This is the pricing page which you can refer here, and this would be per month cost given. Okay, let's have a look on how we can use this service. So quickly, I am into my AWS account now, and then I have a Amazon Guard Duty. So let's have a look how we can walk through to it. So this is my Amazon Guard Duty page, and let's go to the very first page. As soon as you open the Guard Duty, you will be able to see the summary page. Now, in this summary page, as of now, I don't have much finding. It is just showing the two findings, which is generated by the Amazon Guard Duty. And severity, there is nothing like a high severity as of now. We can check on that. We have low, medium, and high, which is classified under the findings part. And I can click on view all findings. And here, as you can see, if I click the first one, clicking on the first one, it's going to give me the detail about the severity, account ID, and then apart from that, we have resource affected. So all details is given here, of course, and then we can export also. If we want, we can export this data by clicking on the actions. Okay, we can export that. Let's check apart from that what all we can do. So of course, we can classify these filterings. Yeah. Like by searching here through the access ID, all these other classified filters, we can do that based on it. I don't have much data here as of now to show you. Okay, let's check on the next part here. If you see here on the left menu, we have different features which we can use for Amazon Guard Duty. See, under protection plans, we have S3 protection. So we have to enable this, and it's a free trial for the 28 days. So once enabled, it helps us in protecting, okay, our S3 data events. So because Guard Duty monitoring of CloudTrail management events, we know that we have CloudTrail management events and data events. So management events is on by default. But apart from that, we strongly recommend that you enable the S3 protection in the Guard Duty. If this feature is disabled, as you can see here as of now, then I can enable it as well. And the free trial would be there for the couple of days. Okay. We have EKS protection also in the Guard Duty. The second feature, as you can see here, EKS protection. So this is for to detect the suspicious activities and potential compromises of your Kubernetes clusters within the Amazon EKS. This is again option enhancement. Apart from that, we have the malware protection, the third one here. And this is an again enhancement of the Guard Duty. So it is enabled here, as you can see. And again, we have to enable it. It is not like enabled by default. We can disable also if you want. And this is while Guard Duty identifies resources at risk or that have already been compromised by the malware through continuous monitoring of resource behavior, then it did not previously detect the malware that may be the source of compromise. Okay. So this is just to ensure that, yeah, malware detection would happen. Okay. Another point which I would like to cover here is about the managing Amazon Guard Duty across multiple accounts. So we can manage the multiple accounts in Amazon Guard Duty. For that, you must choose a single AWS account to be the administrator. So you know that in AWS organization, we have multiple accounts. We have to choose a single AWS account to be the administrator account of Guard Duty. And we can delegate one member account also as the administrator account. So for that, we have to click on the accounts. So as of now, I don't have any multiple accounts here, but this is how from the accounts tab we can do managing the multiple accounts. So like this, we can check even few more things. If we see here the findings tab, under the findings tab, so these are the findings. As I told you, once we click on the finding, we can have so many details about it. All this already we have checked. Yeah, finding ID, the severity level, and we can also export this. Okay, if you want to download, we can do that also. You can click on the finding ID here, and then in directions, we can export. That is also possible. Okay, let me uncheck this part. And what next we can check here is about the suppressing findings. If you see a suppressing findings, so this is a suppression rule, and this is a set of criteria consisting of a filter attribute paired with a value, which is used to filter the findings by automatically archiving new findings that match the specified criteria. So once you create this suppression rule, new findings that match the criteria is defined in the rule are automatically archived as long as suppression rule is in place. So the purpose is that you don't want those findings to be highlighted. So suppressed findings, they are not even sent to the security hub or Amazon S3 or Detective or CloudWatch, reducing the noise level if you consume the guard duty findings. So this is like, these are the unwanted findings. Even they are there, but still we want to ignore them. That is what we do in the suppress rule. Next, we had, if you see here about the threat list we have. So building a malware threat list, let me tell you how to do that. We can build a threat list here. Now, because we know that Amazon Guard Duty, it monitors the security of AWS environment by analyzing the VPC flow logs, the CloudTrail event logs, and the DNS logs. So we can customize this because, by configuring the Guard Duty, we can stop the alerts for trusted IPs. Maybe traffic is coming from trusted IPs and we don't want to have alerts for that. So for that case, we can create a um, IP list, okay, and that would be the trusted IP list and a threat list. So how we can do that? Like I am going to my S3 console, and here I have a bucket with the name threat list July 2023. Under that, I don't have as of now any objects, but I can create a text document with the name the trusted IP list, okay, and then the threat IP list. I can upload these here, and with that we can after uploading these objects, we can configure our Amazon Guard Duty to send the alerts only um, to the threat IP list, but not the trusted IP list, right? So in this case, if you see here the list tab, here I can click on the list and I can add a trusted IP list, and here I can choose my complete, the list name, and the location would be the bucket name. So this is just to show you how we can add a trusted IP list. Next, what else we can do here with the Amazon Guard Duty? We can aggregate the findings which we got here like this. We can aggregate this with the security hub. So here is our security hub. So security hub, Amazon, or you can say AWS security hub. It's a cloud security posture management service that performs automated continuous security best practices checks against AWS resources. So this is like it manages and aggregates the security for all the regions. Okay, we can link this for the multiple regions as well. It aggregates all security alerts, that is the findings from various AWS services, and then um, it's just more easy for us to have aggregate everything at one place. So we can do the integration with the Amazon Security Hub here. Also, I would like to show you about the notification. So we know that for notification, we have SMS, simple notification service. we can create that. Like I have created one topic here with the name production guard duty findings, and I have created a subscription, and I have confirmed this by putting my email ID and then accepting it. So with that, I can, do the event bridge part. Okay, and with that event bridge, like here I have my Amazon event bridge. I can create a rule here. Yeah, and then whatever rule I'm creating based on that, suppose maybe if the findings are like, um, like creating a rule, and then based on my pattern I can put here, let me put the rule name, rule, yeah, and okay, rule with an event pattern. Yeah, so here I have opened the Amazon event bridge, and I'm going to create a rule. Okay, and then giving the rule name here, everything default, rules with an event pattern. And at next, we can scroll down and we can, enter the JSON code here. So let me enter one code here that would say that, okay, let me copy and then paste. Okay, sample events. So another sample events. Yeah, so at the build event pattern page, let's scroll down, and here we can put our rule which says that from the source security hub and the product name guard duty, if the severity is medium or high, then we are doing the action on the AWS EC2 instance. And clicking on that next, we can choose our, let's click on next. We can choose our target here. So we know that we want our target as SNS because we want to send a notification to it. So let's select the SNS topic. And I'm going to choose the one which I just created, that is the production guard duties. And then click on next. About the tags, it's just optional. And this is a review and create page. And then create a rule. So this is the way how we can create the event bridge, and this would help us to send the notifications to our emails. So that's about the usage of threat detection service, that is Amazon Guard Duty. Hope you have enjoyed it. I am going to share reference links so that you can try from your side, and stay tuned for the next upcoming videos. Thank you so much.